Hello, good morning and welcome back to the Fish Locker out on a bridge in the Florida Keys. Right, I've just got set up and I got myself real distracted because a monster great sea turtle has just come past. I'm trying to keep my eye out for him because I'm not joking, he was probably easily a metre across his back. I've just got set up. I have one rod out at distance, I have one rod with a live bait on. I learned a lot of lessons the last time I came here and fished these bridges. One of the ones was that everybody, all the locals, all fished with a chum bag. I'm sorry if there's a little bit of background noise, but there's a rod behind me. Yeah. One of the things that all the locals were doing that I wasn't doing was they fished with a chum bag down. So I have got a block of chum, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's already brought in like a massive group of damselfish, of Sergeant Major fish. There's my drop net. For anybody who was getting upset last time, yeah. To come fishing once, I've spent $100 on a drop net. that turtle was absolutely huge. I hope I see him again. Yeah, the targets today, I'm going to try and fish for anything. Just anything. I'm just happy to catch them. Now, the live bait that I've sent out on that already was a Mohara. A little silver Mohara. I'm going to fish with a scratching rig, which is just little tiny hooks with a little scrap of squid on like that, on a 1 ounce lead. Just scratch around down here, see if I can pick up any little tiny, like any little white grunts, blue striped grunts, that type of thing. Keep those as live baits because I'm hoping to catch a grouper with them. And then with the other two rods, once I've got half a dozen live baits, is I'm going to switch to like snapper rigs, which will be 2-0 or 3-0 circles with a little bit of squid. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm not a little bit more organised, but that turtle completely took me by surprise. Fingers crossed we'll get to show you some fish. I'm just wrapping a bit of squid up like that. Well, that's the culprit. A little white grunt. Now this guy is actually going to go back down as a live bait, so he's sealed his own fate. That was literally how long it took. Just a second. That is a little pork fish. See if I can. When the sun comes up a little bit more, we won't get these shadow lines. But yeah, that is a little pork fish. Lovely looking fish, aren't they? Yeah, as has happened last time, is I've just got stacks and stacks of tiny fish in the slick. So what I'm hoping is going to happen is that slick's going to bring some bigger fish in. When the bigger fish come in, I'll catch them instead of the small ones. This is all still a bit of an experiment. It's only really the second time that I've fished like this, and I've changed an awful lot from what I did last time. I might I might end up only catching little fish because they're there in numbers. Like literally the second this bait hits the bottom, they're on it rattling. Now I'm hoping that if big fish move in, they'll put the little ones off the feed. That's got to be the case, because otherwise how does anybody else catch any of them? And this one is a doctor fish or a surgeon fish, depending on who's talking about it. Now these ones have got a really sharp bit here on their tail. I need to watch for them. They scrap really hard for their size. But yeah, the bait's down there literally seconds before these are on them. So the seabed must just be absolutely wick with them. And another porky pig straight away. If you're going to bring the kids here and you just wanted to catch colourful fish, this would be brilliant. It'd be non-stop fish all day. Yeah, that's a perfect size bait, that. I'm just making sure that when I put the hook through, it goes right through the other side, like that. But it also goes through the bone in the middle. This is the rod with the ballyhoo on it, and this one I've got a little cut bait, but I'm not joking, as soon as the rods go out there they're straight on with the like little rattles. I had a double shot then of a tang and one of these. If the big fish are going to come, I hope they come soon, because this is just getting ridiculous. Can't fish a bigger bait on a bigger hook, just because the same smaller fish are absolutely smashing it and they won't find the hook because their mouths are too small. I am just getting absolutely annihilated by these. Every bait I drop down, within seconds comes back with one of these on it. A little rainbow wrasse. These are slippery as anything. I think the local name for them is a slippery dick. And the very next cast gets another one. But this one actually is blind in one eye. He's only got one eyeball. Slippery, 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 and with a few added spikes just for good measure. The plan is that chum bag there creates like a scent, a trail of scent, and brings the fish in towards my baits, because I've got 3 baits positioned right there, there, and there. I have just lost a fish on that rod. It was the best one I've had so far. The rod pulled over and started pulling drag, and when I lifted into it, it was on for a couple of seconds and then dropped it. So I don't know what it was.
How you doing, sir?
How's it going? You alright?
Off the road of Fish and Wildlife. Any luck catching anything so far?
A load of pork fish. That's about it, yeah.
No keepers or anything?
I wouldn't be keeping it anyway. Sorry, I've got a GoPro running. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. I wouldn't be keeping anything anyway. I'm only here on holiday, and I don't really want to mess up the accommodation.
On you, sir?
I haven't got a hard copy, but I've got it on my phone.
That's fine. Either your phone or a hard copy is fine.
Right. Yeah, the problem today is seaweed. It's pulling my lines off. Customer ID, saltwater 1 year.
Alright, I see it's M1523. Thank you.
Alright, thank you very much. Yeah, well, enjoy your day.
You too.
Have a nice day.
You too, have a good one. Good luck to you.
Well, that was a first. As most people might know, you need a license to fish saltwater in the US. I've just had a fisheries officer come and check my licence. Luckily enough, I had it there on my phone. So yeah, it's good to see. Not only because I had bought my licence, but also because it's good to see that they're checking. All he did was he come and he had a bit of a chat to me, see if I'd caught anything worth keeping. Had a look at my setups, I guess to make sure that I wasn't doing anything I shouldn't do, and then check my licence. Yeah. That's a nice little one. That's a yellow-tailed snapper. Too small to keep though. I think the legal size for this is about twice this size. No matter how many of these I catch, they are really pretty, aren't they? Little Sergeant Major fish. Them little fish are just absolutely murdering me. Baits aren't lasting 2 minutes. I've just got that much weed coming through now. It's just making it almost impossible. All the weed keeps coming down, catching around my line and dragging my line right out. Oh, that bait's been smashed. That guy in the red comes straight down here, right in underneath me. Don't know if you can see all the fish down there now attacking the chum bag. Tide is just dropping away now. We've got about maybe another half an hour before it's going under the bridge, and that's no good. And I've just pulled out one of these. I think this is called a Bermuda chub. If it's not, I'll put the proper name in. But yeah, I'll be keeping him for bait. I'll keep him for a bait session. The tide has turned now and it's running this way. So instead of before, like when my baits were running off down like that, the tide's running up underneath the bridge. So if I was going to fish on this side, my legs would keep rolling towards me and would get stuck in the rocks. Or I'd have to fish on this side. Now not only would this side be really, really noisy because of the road, but it's like every 2 minutes you've got that one of these boys. But if you hook a decent fish, all it's going to do is it just runs straight under the bridge. Just run straight under the bridge and snap you off. You see how hard it's coursing in there now. The fishing today wasn't very good. I missed 2 real good runs, but I think, to be honest, I think they were little sharks. Now the wind is picking up. We've got rain on the horizon. Rain's coming. the thing that has made this for me, the thing that has kind of absolutely made my day, is we've had a giant turtle. Oh, I can see the rain coming. Right, I'm going to wrap up real quick and see if we can't get back to the van. But this wasn't enough to make a full video. I'll join you back in a bit. Alright, sit it down. Where did that come from? Oh, I'm absolutely drenched. I don't know if you can see it out there now. Yeah, he's absolutely pelting it down. Wow. Yeah, them sea turtles absolutely made that for me. I've got a load of bait now. I kept quite a few of them chub to use as cut baits, so I might be able to go shark fishing from the shore. Definitely won't be going in this rain though. See you later.